This is Delhi Live. We're talking about bikers and we've got Pulkit and Joy with us, and you're part of a big group of bikers in Delhi.
Yes, our group is not just in Delhi. We started off from Delhi and now we have a group all over India. We are just about 9 months old and we have about 890 enthusiasts of bikes with us.
That's a large number of people.
Yes, that is a large number of people, and we are planning to expand that as well, probably educate more and more people.
And how have you sort of got these people together?
Well, we set up our own website, and the website is a very easy website. It's called Revlimit.co.in. It's got a forum software on it. And all that people need to do is just sign up on the website. Registration is free. And they can come in and interact with each other all the time. We discuss all sorts of things, any new bikes coming in, any problems that anybody might be facing, and any rides that they might want to go out on.
And you both gone on rides together a lot?
Many times.
Many times.
Yeah.
And you enjoy, Joy, you enjoy riding in groups?
I do. I prefer riding in groups only.
You prefer riding in groups?
It's always safe riding in a group. Whenever one is going to have a problem, other can actually help that person out. But when it's going to be like two or just one rider, you have to find for a person, okay, please help me out or something like that.
So you prefer that whole safety, safety in numbers. And what are the kind of journeys that you undertake? What are the bikes that you ride?
Right now we ride Indian bikes, and as most of us dream about riding an imported bike, Joy is going to actually accomplish that.
You're about to buy a new... And what bike is it? Which one is it?
Waiting for Yamaha to launch R1.
Yeah,
The
1000
moment they're going to
cc.
launch it, I'm going to go for it.
1000 cc.
That's right.
And where in Delhi are you going to ride 1000 cc?
Well, again the same thing, night.
We come back to night riding.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're talking about today. What is your experience like when you do, do you do long distance or local running?
We do a lot of local rides as well, and we are big fans of long distance. We've had times times we are just riding out in the night and we make up plans for a long ride suddenly out of nowhere. Twice that had happened, that we are riding in Gurgaon and we suddenly find ourselves ending up in Jaipur at about 7 a.m. So we've done that a couple of times, and we've also done a lot of night rides in the mountains. Like we came back from Haridwar and Rishikesh all during the night, reached back Delhi at about 5 a.m. And yes, we do a lot of local as well as long distance rides.
Even been to Shimla or Kufri also.
We're all talking about safety in numbers and riding in groups, but is it actually safe riding at night and riding in large numbers?
It's actually safer riding at night in large numbers. At night, the problem is that most of the shops, mechanics and everything, those are closed. And there are hardly any cops around, so if you have an accident or something and your bike breaks down, it's very nice that you have somebody in your group who can at least help you tow your bike back home or call for trouble, just in case your cell phone is broken in an accident maybe. So it's a lot of help if you have somebody at night and you're riding in a large group.
Yeah, one can also carry those extra tubes with and extra that pump to just fill in the air if it gets punctured and all.
You all carry a lot of kind of repair equipment with you when you travel?
Even first aid equipments as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes first aid equipment, and many a times if we realize that it's going to be risky, we take a car along as a backup vehicle and we load it up with all kinds of repair equipment, all kinds of medical facilities. It can also double up as a carry vehicle for somebody who's injured and cannot ride the bike further.
So do you always do that or just on long distance?
Always.
So that means these rides that you have are fairly organized and planned.
That's why we have the forum over there on the website. First discuss it over there, who all are going to be there. Accordingly, we'll just plan the ride and then these things.
You're talking about getting a backup vehicle and first aid kits, but what sort of risks are you willing to take? Because bike riding is not risk-free, definitely.
Bike riding is not risk-free, and we want to emphasize on safety as well. That's why we have a lot of stringent rules on our website which emphasize on safety. What the risks that we usually take are sometimes that we go out on drag races. Drag races are simply straight line races between two vehicles just to test the acceleration speed. And of course we take our necessary precautions. We choose an empty road where traffic is not expected. Even then, these kind of races can sometimes tend to be risky. If at that location your bike breaks down, it's a very risky thing, just trying to get your bike back about 30 kilometers back to Delhi and get it serviced. So we always carry a backup vehicle for that.
But drag races, I mean, Arpita, it can have serious implications, like they're saying, that take precautions, but it can be fairly serious.
Well, I guess it can be. There are some risks that are involved, but you know, there are risks involved with
Everywhere,
everything.
yeah.
So I think the best thing that one
There's
can
no
do
life without risk.
is maybe you know, plan effectively, have backup plans, ensure safety, and be responsible. But I think one of the things, at least one of the myths that I'm hoping will break down after people see the show, is not associate that whole concept of aggression and irresponsibility with bike
absolutely.
riders.
They seem like fairly responsible riders.
Just a
Absolutely.
microscopic minority who do all this kind of rash driving and all that. I mean, like they say, they pick up a very deserted stretch of road and then they do the drag racing over there. But there are guys who do that in the street, you know, they race each other. They're stupidity, they're plain stupid. I don't care if you die, I mean, but why should you kill somebody else? When you want to die, you die, you're most welcome.
But
Don't take
but
somebody along with you. No?
absolutely.
So
But you're saying that this small minority definitely gives bikers as a group
A bad name.
name.
Very bad
Yeah?
name, yes.
Do you think that happens?
Yes, that does happen. That happens in case of irresponsible riders who just ride out on the streets and probably just want to show off their skills. If they are racing out on the streets, it's okay as long as the streets are deserted. However, sometimes they try to underestimate the other person and their abilities. What they might not understand is that the other person is not as experienced as them, and because they might be racing with them, he might crash into something. So they are not concerned about other people's safety. All they are concerned about is showing off their skills, which is not the proper sense for bike riding. No.
I agree. That's why on our website also you can find out the rules over there.
I was just about to ask you,
Yeah.
you know, that you said that you've got stringent rules on your website.
Yeah.
What are they? I mean, just give me a few examples of.
First of all, if anybody caught doing like this, like riding on a street and doing some drags and something, banned at that very moment from website. No more a member of our group.
No more members.
Yep.
So you definitely don't encourage rash
Not at all.
riding.
Not at all.
One of the things that is one of our core aims is to expand our group to such a level that it's very well known. Anybody and everybody who rides a bike and has a passion for bikes would want to be a part of our group. However, before they can be a part of our group, they have to be a mature rider. They have to be seasoned in such a way that they understand what the entire safety concept is. Now, in that ways, we want to be able to raise the level of biking in India. We want to shake that image that an Indian biker is just another underage kid not wearing a helmet performing
seeking.
stunts.